Okay, so we are back in Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and we will continue right where we left off. We now have the Jackdaw with us. These loading screens are ready.
I spied a few items in the hold earlier. Powder and a few pistols. I think I'll fashion a second holster.
And this is the best feeling
It's a
ever.
good start.
One you find laughable.
Just your
Could we
ship
talk a moment about the
moving
condition
like
of the
this.
ship?
What's the trouble?
I had a walk about the gun deck this morning and couldn't stand for what I saw. A clutter of linstocks heaped like tinder, and one with a slow match still burning.
Christ.
And just nearby, 2 barrels of gunpowder, closer than man and wife, fit to explode at the touch of a spark.
We'll stow ours good and proper.
As for the cannons, they might as well be tossed. Clogs touch holes in need of scraping, corrosion on the bodies, barrel swabs as naked as knives, and breech ropes so rotted, I could use them for knitting yarn. The short of it is, we need good equipment kept in fine condition. But we cannot win every battle with snares and shouts. So worry about your own armament when it suits you. But don't forget about your jackdaw as well.
No, indeed. We'll make it a point to keep this ship and its crew in fine condition.
Right, so this is the first island we visit, and with it our first task as a new pirate.
Crew up top! Douse those men!
I mean, the water here is so shallow, technically he should have bashed his head against the ground. Yeah, the FPS is kind of dropping really bad right now. Of course, my machine is not the best, obviously. It's 1050 Ti. I don't know what to expect here. But you would think that if a PC can run like Red Dead Redemption on 1080p at like 40ish FPS, it should be able to run Black Flag at 60. But I don't know. I mean, obviously things work differently in different engines, and things are usually not that straightforward. Sometimes I have heard people say that, see, I can run Battlefield 1, but why can't I? So I can run Frostbite games at an acceptable rate. How can't I run GTA 5 or something like that? It's not always that straightforward. Sometimes it's a little different. Is this a synchronization point? This can't be a sync point, right? It is. Okay. I mean, it is barely any high. I mean, I could have climbed that tree. Anyway, moving on. Don't even need leap of faith for that. Oh, there's an iguana. So you can shoot iguanas, we can also stab them. I'm going for this stabby part. Easy. And also, so not in depth. It is insanely easy to do this in this game. So the hunting in this game is really easy. You just skin, it's like a 1 second thing and it's done. I see crabs, but I need an iguana. I see one. And in real life, I wouldn't even try this. I hate lizards. I mean, I'm okay with it now. It's much better now, but I still hate them. Oh, wait, it's already done. No. Ocelots. No, these are a little bit more difficult. These are, I think, bigger creatures. Right, so see, those are ocelots. What the hell? That's how you hunt on. Wait, it was just here. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Man, I missed Deadeye. And also the ability to fire more than one shot. That's it. I have 2 skins now. And yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2, especially after playing this, Red Dead Redemption 2 I would say is a much more immersive way of doing it. But this game was immersive in other ways. And also I hate this thing. You can't just tell me I need to craft it like this. Health upgrade. And there are some things in this game that really do not make all that much sense. That could have been done better. And with Assassin's Creed, I am a huge fan of these games, but there's always this one thing that is holding these games back. It's something or the other. I mean, these games are never perfect. There's always something in these games, like if they would have done this, they would have been perfect. If they would have done that, they would have been perfect. They're just almost every Ubisoft game is like 1 or 2 steps away from being a really good game. That kind of, defeats the purpose. Can I find an iguana? So I need to shoot an iguana. Wait, that's not an iguana. Yeah, go away. Where do I find iguana? No, that's not an iguana. Where are the iguanas anyway? Literally, I cannot seem to find one. Also, looting animations. Like, some of these things are always broken in Ubisoft games. I mean, if you're playing a Ubisoft game, you can expect, the world is very detailed, the world is very beautiful. But it's just the way we interact with it, it's not enough. It can be done better. I don't mean to knock any developers, especially I like these ones. I really like the Black Flag team and the Origins team. They were both the same. I even liked I loved Unity. But all of these games, they just have this one step missing that would have made them a great game. Alright, I'll just stop rambling on about it and end the mission. Right. So, now we go back and talk to Adwale. By the way, excellent character.
Ahoy, Captain. Find what you need.
My needs and wants are oceans apart, mate. But I did fashion myself a new holster. All I need now is a pistol to lie in it.
Yeah. Taken from the holds, just as you said.
Little more than a blowpipe. But it'll do. So, are we rested? Or should we idle a while longer?
Best way anchor. I think the crew is itching to reach civilization.
You'll find no civilization in Nassau. But it's a fine place to be merry all the same.
I probably could have done it, but I was just not in the mood. See, there's an iguana right there. In the left, there's an iguana. There, right there. Wait, should I go for the ships? Or let's start ship combat. This is fun.
Ready to fire! Ready, sir! Make him pay! Fire! Light some diamonds here! Bring them in for a speedy kill!
Also, this is something they actually fixed in Rogue. The fact that we can, board, and someone else can also board us. And all throughout in this, we can, if we board someone, there is absolutely no need. And they can't board us. And plus, when we are in a boarding event, no other ships can attack us, which doesn't make sense. If I see someone is attacking my ally ship, I will try to sink that ship, especially when no one is in that ship. Alright, repair the jackdaw. Right now we can't send it to the fleet, but I think after no, not even after NASA, pretty late in the game, we can start building up our fleet and send them on missions. This is really addictive. You can go hours by just doing this, especially when the ships get much bigger and better, especially in the southern region of this map. It becomes really fun to do it. You can just do this for like, I have done this for more hours than I can count. And even this somehow managed to ruin the ship combat in Odyssey. I don't know how they managed that. Seems impossible to ruin something that is this good. Oh, I killed 5. We didn't even go to their ship. That's nice. We didn't even board their ship. That has to be a new level of savagery. Those were really small ships. So there's that.
Unfold, mate. Let's move.
So I think that's NASA, the one we are looking at right now.
Gallons and rolls. Sure. Just
Is that NASA? Oh wait. Yeah, that is NASA. Yeah, I want to travel to NASA, please. Also, this was another thing that I didn't really like. That there were some parts of the open world which really should not have had loading screens, but they did have loading screens. But obviously these are really old games. Like this is from 2013. For 2013, this was pretty damn impressive. Nowadays, we kind of don't want that loading screen.
Knobs. Tell me I'm under arrest.
tell me.
He's scary.
Them your breads.
Fly away, boyo. Back to your master.
Aye. We was privateers together before the wars ended. I'll see you ashore.
NASA. So we can obviously upgrade our ship. I think there's the harbor master. Yeah, that's the harbor master. That's where we upgrade our ship, which we will in a while. I think the first upgrades are cannons and the hull. I'm not going to do many side content. Maybe I'll do the one with the Templar keys because those are some really good missions and those are optional but really good missions. I'll do those. Other than that, I'll just focus on the main quest. Now hiring.
By God, you're a sight for salty eyes. Come you in and have a drink.
Morning, all.
I can wait. Who's this?
Adewale, the Jackdaw's quartermaster.
Jackdaw. You named your brig after a poxy bird.
Ade, these lads are the better part of our growing confederacy here. Ed Thatch, Ben Hornigold, James Kidd.
You let him carry a pistol, do you?
Peace, Ben.
Ade saved my life. And now we're looking to find a crew to fill out the rest of my ship.
Well, there's scores of capable men about. But use caution. The shipload of the King's sailors showed up a fortnight back, causing trouble and knocking about like they own the place.
Right. I'll see who I can muster.
We are going to recruit some crew. Also, even the crew recruitment in this game, it was there. It is still better than Odyssey. I mean, just imagine a game that is from 2013 is doing this shit better than a game in 2019.
Cheers, Ade.
2018, technically. How does that happen? I mean, Odyssey is just so on the surface level. It never dives deep into anything. You would think that a game that has done this 6 years prior they would have made some improvements on that, but they didn't. I mean, here we can recruit our own crew by, you know, doing some side content and saving pirates. But in Odyssey, you don't recruit crew, essentially. You don't even lose crew in fights. You don't lose crew in fights. You can literally go on massive ship battles and they are just fine. The only thing you recruit are lieutenants. And even then, most lieutenants that you find are absolutely useless. It's better to recruit mercenaries in Odyssey than just the normal enemies. And it's not like you can save someone and they'll join you.
We can
Absolutely
bring you in for
useless
trial
systems in
or
Odyssey.
string you up here. I do not know who you see.
Wait, he didn't die?
By all that is holy, it is up
Ah,
Captain Kenway,
there's so many rats
just
here.
in time. I'll see you back aboard.
Oh, that reminds me. There was this really funny story about 2-3 months back where this one guy, he forgot what a rat was and he called the help desk and said that he had, you know, seen a Jerry, like Tom and Jerry. That was hilarious. I can probably take them on. I keep button mashing in this game even though it's not required. It's just a habit. When I started playing these games, I was really bad at playing games. Like really, really bad. You would not imagine. I mean, if you saw the last video, if you think that was bad, that was nothing. I was that bad. Right, so there's this one left. I think that's the guy who was about to be hanged. So there's a guy that's going to be hanged and we save him and recruit him. Oh no, we recruit him from here, I think, yeah. No wait, what? I thought there were enemies here. It has been a while since I've played this game, so sometimes I forget. Oh, and after Black Flag, after this episode, I will probably start with Mafia 2, the definitive edition. I got that. I've heard a lot about Mafia 2 and I would really like to play it. So that would be the first time I'll play that game.
Here's to your bloody orders.
Yeah, we got him.
Thanks. Kenway, isn't it? I'm with you.
Reach the hanging. That was stupid, but fine. So I think there's one mission where we infiltrate this fort.
There's soldiers of Captain Allen High. We need to hang him.
There's the blood of many. They're shot on a finish him. My skin.
That was brutal. This game is brutal. There's no doubt about that. And I like that because he's a pirate. He's
Well done, Edward.
historically supposed to be brutal. I'm kind of hoping the Vikings in the newer Valhalla are kind of... Is it Valhalla? Valhalla. I cannot pronounce it. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Valhalla. Something like that, yeah. I hope they are brutal as well. Alright, so we have a crew now. I guess we can go sailing. I will go sailing and not die completely. I've never actually seen what happens if we lose the entirety of our crew. That's something I will probably experiment with while playing now. I have never lost the entire crew. I have been desynced many times.
Now you'll want to sail somewhere rich with plunder.
Have you heard of a place called the Observatory?
Aye. It's an old legend, like El Dorado or the Fountain of Youth.
What have you heard?
It's meant to be a temple or a tomb, hiding a treasure of some kind.
That's it. See here.
Oh, rot. It's fairy stories you
and,
prefer gold, is it?
It's worth more
Okay,
than
I'm not
gold,
going to
Sash.
spoil anything about any
10,000
characters.
times above what we could pull
Yeah,
off
you will
any
know it pretty
Spanish
soon
ship.
enough.
Robbing the king to pay his porpoise is how we earn our keep here, lad. It ain't a fortune. It's a fantasy.
It's a good fantasy to have, you know? Something that powerful. Seriously, the music in this game is just so good. Okay, so let's go with another mission. This will probably be the last mission. I'm trying to make these videos a little shorter because nobody's watching the hour-long videos. Actually, I imagine even I won't watch an hour-long video, you know. Just once you see that it's like 51 minutes long, you're immediately turned off. I can understand that. Right. So we take these two gentlemen with us.
Kenway.
Not a bad-looking tinderbox you got there.
You sound a bit green, horny gold. Is it envy? Because mine's bigger than yours.
No, I reckon it's this Jamaican funk.
Oh, and by the way,
prefer the
Blackbeard has a
Spanish
ship
stuff.
that is bigger than both of them.
So,
Like combined,
you've got
he has a
yourself
man of war.
fancy brig now. Fine. Well, I'm going to teach you how to sail all right. And how to take a prize the proper way.
Dude, I already sunk 2 boats
Thatch,
and looted
we'll
them.
catch you up at the
so
old
I don't
fishing
need your
village.
help.
Aye.
I know how to do this shit. Yeah, but he's the one who taught me the first place, so there's that.
Where's your helmsman, Kenway?
I take pride in piloting my own ships, Ben. Keeps me alert.
Let's make some headway, shall we?
I've no need for schooling. How many prizes did we take together as privateers?
There's a chasm of difference between joining a raid and captaining one. We're looking out for merchants, boys! Them that's fat with cargo! Find us a schooner with that spyglass, Kenway. You'll get yourself a glimpse of what sort of cargo they're shipping and a general idea of their toughness.
So we need to find this schooner. That's just a gunboat. Gunboat. I'm assuming the farther one is the one we are looking for. So these are really small. The gunboats are really small and they are useless. Never go after gunboats.
Are you trifling with me, lad? Take out your spyglass.
Yeah, there's a schooner. There's also one very close. We'll get that.
There's a prize worth taking.
Good. Take us in close. After you subdue a prize, project authority. Demand respect. Never give yourself. This means respect for someone. For your victims must always have in the back of their minds the uneasy idea that you can snap at any moment and unseen them from prick to stern. Fire what cannons you will, and land a few strikes if you must. But for God's sake, don't shoot. It's no fun fishing cargo out of the sea. Although it can be done. She's disabled now and taking on a decent amount of water. So keep your cannons quiet. Take care not to sink her.
Yeah, I'm going to board that. Actually, I'm going to board 2 ships. So, oh wait, I can't reach it. Oh, that sucks. I won't be able to kill them from here. I got 1, 2, and no more than 2. The angle was really not suited, and I missed the boat. Okay, that was the opposite of the complete.
Que tengo un buen dia, senor. I am Captain Hornigold, and this is my crew. We're sailors like yourselves, but quite unalike in our purpose. For we intend to take all that you own. Yet no harm shall befall any man so long as he remains at ease. Is that clear?
No me mate, señor. Tengo familia. Se lo suplico.
Anyone speak English? English?
Little bit.
Tell your friends we're stealing your goods, and we won't hurt nobody if everyone stays as still as a sandbar. You got that?
Please to repeat.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Lock him in the hold and take everything that
It
isn't
was a
nailed
throwaway
down.
joke, but it's always, really funny that when we board Spanish ships and speak English, and how would they know? Funny cutscene though. So I don't really need to repair.
Good take today,
I
Kenway.
anything.
Half a dozen scores of that size and you'll be set for a year. Now let's sell this cargo and fix up your jackdaw with a few more trinkets.
Sorta, yeah. I'm looking for a prize that'll set me up for life. I'll be king of the West Indies then.
We came to Nassau to get away from the likes of kings.
Well, I'll be a man of property and promise anyway.
Jesus, let that dream go, lad. Nassau is the place to be, not England.
I'm going to board them. Hopefully I can do at least one of them. Yeah, see what I mean? You can actually lose crew members here. We can just repair the jackdaw. I also got 1 crew member back, so that's good.
Good take today, Kenway. Half a dozen scores of that size and you'll be set for a year. Now let's sell this cargo and fix up your jackdaw with a few more trinkets.
Sorta, yeah. I'm looking for a prize that'll set me up for life. Be king of the West Indies then.
We came to Nassau to get away from the likes of kings.
Well, I'll be a man of property and promise anyway.
Jesus, let that dream go, lad. Nassau is the place to be, not England.
Do you ever dream of the big score?
The first time when I played
full of
Assassin's
gold
Creed
and
Black
silver,
Flag,
just split
it
it
was on a
so
really
long.
shitty PC.
Sure, but it's only
It
a
had an
dream.
Intel HD 4000 and the
Every
highest
man hopes
FPS
to
that I
find a
got
dozen
there
chests of gold
was
with no
21, and that was on the lowest settings in the game. Like literally low. I had to go to the INIs and reduce it. That low. It didn't even have a discrete graphics card. It had integrate, which is what Intel HD 4000 was. I played Black Flag on that. Oh man, this game really looks gorgeous. And just look at this game. Look at the water. The splashes don't look very realistic. Is there an issue with the in-game audio? That was way too low. It's on. Then I don't know what's happening. Am I just imagining that the audio is low? Or is it really low? I guess I can bump it up during editing.
Douse the gallants and royals!
Captain's at the helm.
Mains out, let's go! More sail! Full sail! Crews up! Eat her sticks!
So I just docked it.
Crew up!
So now I go and buy myself a hull upgrade.
¿Necesita ayuda, caballero?
I didn't find any rum. That's not really my fault. How long am I supposed to just look for rum?
Not a bad take today. Keep this up and Nassau will be the first city where men and women may live as God made them. Easy and free. All it takes is a few drops of blood, sweat, and a swatch of cloth.
We fly no colors out here. Praise the lack of them. So let the black flag signal nothing but your allegiance to man's natural freedoms. This one's yours. Fly it proud.
I will.
Hand over the docket I lent you. If we're to keep our republic afloat, we'll need guns as well as gold.
That means attacking the Navy.
So long as they're flying King Philip's colors will not offend our own monarch.
Yeah, but we do sink a lot of English ships. So there's that.
As you've likely seen, the number of merchants roving these waters is 70 the number of military ships.
Aye, easy purchase, but in small doses.
Right. So to lure the Navy out of hiding, it's best to cause a bit of mischief.
Catch a few small fish to attract the big ones.
That's right. So plunder and pillage as you see fit, Captain Kenway.
Right.
Sail ho! Military class brig on the horizon!
Good eye, man. Are you ready for this,
It has
Kenway?
65 metal and
Won't go
15
down
rounds.
without an honest fight. Who's up for taking that brig, lads? Showtime! That's a sound I like to hear.
Okay.
Hands
Hi.
to quarters. All hands to cannons.
Right,
Careful
looking in the
around
wrong
the Navy.
direction.
They're as likely to ram you as fire a broadside.
Let's test those powder barrels against them, shall we?
Aye, good thinking.
We're ready, sir!
Get him there, sir! That'll wipe him out!
Do not let the ram us, Captain!
Fire! Let's have it! Put a shot right! Fire! Fire!
Concentrate on the task at hand, sir!
Fire!
Hold tight to the gun!
Loose main sail!
Hold
Keep
tight!
his foot there, Captain! Fire! Fire!
Drop mines in her path when she tries to ram us.
Fire! Trim the yards up!
That's them done.
Down to the ship, Captain!
Wait, did we get them? Oh man, the FPS is just dropping like crazy.
Kick him in the abs! Give him a taste of British
Yeah, we got him, boys. Didn't even leave my ship. I literally didn't even step out of my ship. It was that easy. But I do need to repair my ship now, so there's that. I need to learn this game again. I missed a very spots. Still need 5
We have looted
metal
some
more.
goods useful for upgrading the ship, sir.
And we can't go into full speed for some reason. It kind of restricts you from going into full speed for a while. Does this have metal? No, this just has rum and sugar. No need to sink it. Oh no, we need to sink it.
Captain at the helm.
Get the main free!
Do they have... Seriously, does no one have anything in there?
Awaiting order! Take a shot! Right there, sir! Fire! Sounds all for me!
Oh shit. I just bumped into a rock.
Loose and catch the wind!
Trim to! Fill those sails!
You're hitting the pitch, Olga! Grab them to that!
Wait, how did I kill civilians there? Anyway, now it's done.
What we are taking, we can improve the ship, Captain.
Yeah, I know, Addy. Does this have anything now? Oh no. Yeah, they have metal.
I'm not hazy.
More sail! All sail!
Let's ride this squall.
Jumps the ale with a slippery tail, climbs up aloft and reefs the topsail. And it's windy weather, stormy weather, when the wind blows, we're all together. Blow even west, blow even slow. Johnny Sou'wester, boy, steady she goes. And then up jumps the shark with his 9 rows of teeth, saying, "You eat the
Alright, there are
dog,
3 ships here.
I'll eat the beast."
This is getting a little dangerous now.
Stormy weather, when the wind blows, we're all together. Blow even west, blow even blow.
objective is done. Just wait. By the way, those throws are literally impossible. But anyway. Oh, that guy is so lucky that I just locked onto someone else. Alright, so we completed our objective, but we still have to kill 2 ships. Which I think we can do very easily actually. Alright, the jackdaw is repaired. Still waiting for us, and I think we can kill them.
That was a rumble, by God. How do we fare?
A fine purchase, no mistake. Now I think it's time to lay low and bribe our way back into secrecy.
Agreed. So how do we get rid of this notoriety we've stirred?
Money, my boy. A well-placed bribe to the right government official will see the military off your tail.
Right, let's do that. I'll need to meet these good Samaritans at some point.
Smart thinking.
We just randomly killed a boat. We just randomly killed a boat. Humping it. Alright, it's long enough. It is still long. The video is already like 45 minutes long at this point.
That was a rumble,
What
by
I just
God.
cut it short.
How do we fare?
A fine purchase, no mistake. Now I think it's time to lay low and bribe our way back into secrecy.
Agreed. So how do we get rid of this notoriety we've stirred up?
Money, my boy. A well-placed bribe to the right government official will see the military off your tail.
Right, let's do that. I'll need to meet these good Samaritans at some point.
Smart thinking.
And you know, even in this game, there's a bounty system on you. You actually have to go to someone and bribe them. You know, and not just press a random button on the map, which will rid you of all your crimes. So, no, even this game understands that you have to go somewhere and then pay the money. Otherwise, you know, it becomes really easy, unimmersive and all that other stuff. I just wish someone on the Odyssey team would have known this. That if you just keep paying the bounty without even having to go anywhere, there are absolutely no consequences of that system. Like literally, the entire game of Odyssey, there are no consequences. You can do anything. You can do anything in that game without a consequence. There's not a shred of consequence in that game. Just one of the many reasons why I absolutely dislike the game. And I've still played over 200 hours of it. I'm not saying this is a foolproof system or this is a great system to do it, but it's certainly much better than Odyssey. That's not even in a competition with Odyssey. Right now, yeah, so we go and buy broadside cannons. That for some reason we couldn't buy in the shop. That's fucking stupid. Right, so that's ship upgrades, yeah. So we can go there and just buy the broadside cannons. So can we change our outfit? Do we have anything else? A pirate cloak, brown cloak. But yeah, we can get the privateer outfit. Okay, so already kind of breaking rules here. Oh, we can't actually get it. We have to buy it first. I also like the private pirate captain outfit because it has a slight hint of red in it. But the privateer outfit is really good and also really cheap. So it has like 5,000 reals, which is really easy to earn in this game. You know what? I've given up. I'll just make an hour. I'll just make hour-long videos. Because every single time I try to keep it down, it reaches an hour anyway.
You're a wonder, Kenway. You've a knack for this kind of work.
It ain't work if you love it.
Tosh.
But I ain't doing this forever, lads. Only until I get enough coin to buy some land and influence back home.
Jesus, will you listen to your tripe? Still dreaming on about that strumpet back in England when you could have any better you wanted here and now.
Ah, such lofty goals for you gents. And here I thought I was in the company of scoundrels. Fine purchase today. What's the crew's mood?
All smiles and no teeth. And there's a few talking about meeting with Master Kid to steal from a nearby plantation.
Plantation? That's ambitious.
Profitable too, if we can manage it.
Aye. It's a good idea.
So, you know what? That's it. That's where we are leaving this for now. So there's this new mission that we will do later on. Alright, see you guys later in the next episode.